Okay, in this video we'll be talking about CSS Inline Elements. Okay, so to do that we're creating our HTML basic structure. Shift is here, HTML basic structure. Okay, then inside our body elements, we'll be listing out there are about four of them. There are about four of them. Yeah, the four of them is common. Okay, so to do that, first one is span. I want to display the type of this thing here. There's no need. Let's just move straight. Okay, let's create a header one and write a sentence and then apply it in that sentence. Okay, header one. Inside this our header one, let me use a random words with Lauren. Okay, let me generate a random one. Lauren, let's say rolling 15. Is it 50? 15? Okay. Should I use let me say 20 random words so it will not be much. Okay, let me refresh this page. You can see that this is what I want to use. Okay, so the inline elements, if you have watched our HTML videos, you would have seen where I explained this thing in detail, but I've also explained it again. So the difference between inline and this normal block element is that this h1 p header 1 to header 6 paragraph, so many of them are block element. What that means is that if I put anything as in, it always starts in a new line. You can't use it to do inline. You can use it to do inline design in this our output, but inline elements can be used within a particular element inline here. Okay, so let's start with let's say italics. Okay, italics. Okay, to do italics, let's use I is for italics. Okay, let me copy this constructor. This is a random word, it does not mean anything. Okay, this is just for illustration. Let me copy this thing. Okay, let me cut it and then put it inside this italics. Control V for paste. You can see this particular one now is targeted. This is an inline effect on this output. You can see that. Then the next one we have is um a ALM, which is some people call it link. Okay, so you use a ahref. Okay, inside this ahref, this is an inline again. This one is for making things a link, for making a link, a clickable link. Okay, let me copy this. Let me say okay, this one is close to it. Let me use this. I don't know what this thing does not mean. Say conscom or whatever. Let me cut it. I'll cut it. Control S and then paste it inside here to V. You can see it's now a clickable link within a line, within the same element. This is an inline element. Okay, so another thing, I want to add another 10. There's another one. We have image. I think I will do image last. I want to do span first before I add image. So let me add span here. Another one is span. Let me target span on this volume tubular something. I don't know what that thing means. Let me just say span. Inside this span, now let's copy this volume tubular something like that. Volume tubular something. It doesn't even mean anything. So Control X, I'll cut it and then put it inside span element through V. Okay, it's now inside this place, but it does not have any effect. One of the advantage of this span is that you can just target any text you want and then give a styling, add a styling attributes and then give it property and values. Okay, to do that, let me just illustrate that with this span. Inside this span, let's give it a style attribute inside the quotation double quotes. let me give it a property. Let me call this property. Let me say, what can I do so that let me use colors. Color will be okay for the illustration. Let me say, let me call color. Okay, color. This is a property. Then let me give the color a value. Let me give it a value of let's say let me use I already have this color. Let me use color that will be different from. Let me use gold color or gold lord. Let me use gold lord and see how it look like. Gold rod or golden. That is a golden rod, something like that. Golden rod color. Yeah, this is what I want. You can see the difference. So this is inline styling. You can target any text with this span. Okay, it's not only color. You can add font size. Let me also add font size. Remember to put your semicolon after you put the value of that property. Then let me create another property. Let me say font size. Font size. Say font size. Uh, Font size. Then let me give it a value of let me say 2em. Okay, you can see the effect now. This is an inline. Within the line you can apply this element. Okay, so the next one is image. I want to add image to this what's it called, to this output, this header one output. Within the line, let me add image somewhere because image is among the inline elements. Okay, so let me add image after this ipson. Okay, which is somewhere here. Okay, let me say img for image. Okay, then I have in my file here, I have a folder. Inside that, this is our project folder, CSS project. Okay, then inside the CSS project, I have an image folder. This is a best practice. You always try to create a folder for your images. Even CSS, create a folder for your CSS. Okay, okay. Having said that, let's go back to our code. Let's go back to our code. Then inside this our source attribute, let's add a value of our, let's add our what is it called, our image. So to do that, the easiest way to do it is just to if you don't know the name of the image, the easiest way to do it is just to use dot backward slash. It will list out everything inside your project folder. Then you select and where the image is located by yourself. So now this is everything inside my project folder. So my image, the image I want to use is inside this image folder. So I'll click it, and then I have two image. Let me use laptop.png. Okay, you can see that this is the laptop.png. You can see this image just entered inside the header one, inside the header one tag, inside the header one body element, just fix itself within the line there. This is an inline, it shows that it's an inline element. Okay, so I can easily maneuver this image by reducing its size. Let me close this so I can have more space here. Okay, I think this is okay. Let me add some values. Let me also add alternative. Let me say laptop image no, laptop img. Let me just use short term. Okay, so this alternative, you can go and watch my HTML video on how on the on what this auth means. Okay, I won't waste that time trying to explain it. I can watch the video on HTML image. You see it in my YouTube and also my Facebook channel and page. Okay, so I want to reduce the size of the width and size of the size of this image. So let me reduce that size so it will, you see what I mean. Let me use width inside the width, and let me say something like 400 pixel so I can know what to do. Okay, this 400 pixel. Then let me say height. Let me say height. Let me say height 400 by 400 and see the difference. Okay, now I can now reduce it to fit what I want. Let me say 40 40. Okay, this is what I want. Let me say 40 pixel. You can see where the image is located within the line. Let me make this one 35. say 35 pixel. Then this one, let me say this one, let me make this one okay, this one is amazing, but let me make it 35 by 35. The width 35, then height 35. You can see that. I think it makes a little bit sense. Let me let me make it 30. Yeah, it's better now. So you can see the difference. Let me widen the screen. You can see the effect now. So by looking at this, our header one content, we can see the four inline elements. The first one is image, which is this one. Then this one here is our italics inline elements, and then this one is ahref for linking, clickable link. Then this one is for span. Okay, first, the reason why we use this one is just to increase. We add two attributes and two properties to this span. Two properties. The properties are, first one is the color, which is golden rod, and then the second one is font size. Okay, so that is why it looks this way. Okay, so this is a simple explanation for CSS inline elements. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.